Well, I'm getting more and more excited on getting my book published. So it took me some time today to learn how to send my Google Docs story to my editor, but thank goodness I figured it out. And he already responded back to me earlier today and thanking me and telling me that yes, they received my manuscript. So I'm getting so excited. My story, of course, is complete. It was 275 pages long. And boy, oh boy, my little twist at the very end, it's one of those you're going to hang and going, what? Shut your mouth. You're going to have to do another story about that. But anyway, I'm getting really excited. It's been years. I've tried and tried and tried over decades on trying to write my tell-all book, and I was always stumped. But thank goodness, with a little taste of an AI helping me make the story sound much more professional, since of course I'm not a famous writer. I'm not Daniel Steele. I'm definitely not Frieda McFadden, my favorite author. But the way how it developed and formed, it's so awesome. So I'm really excited. Yes, probably about 85% of the story it's about me, but that 25%, it's behind of my family, my parents, my siblings, many of my relatives, things that they had to endure also. So once again, I hope I'll keep you posted, and please read it. I already got some people on social media that are really excited to read it. Even people who've never been a Jehovah's Witness. I've been someone from my ex-coworker at First Transit in Phoenix, Arizona. Her and I used to work together. She, of course, got the dispatching position, which we both applied, and she got it because she had more experience than I did. But she herself, who is a hardcore Catholic, she's really excited. She really wants to hear my story. And I want people to understand what I had to endure over the years and the loyalty that I had to endure to the religion. I know you're going to say, well, loyalty to Jehovah. You think that, don't you? But really, it's really staying loyal to the governing body, also known as the Watchtowers organization, because that's really what all they are. And one good thing too, I didn't think I saved it. Thank goodness I did. That very, 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 very long text message that I sent to my Jehovah's Witness mom many years ago, after her repeating herself to me year after year, Vic, I follow Jehovah. Vic, I follow the truth. Vic, I follow the Bible. Vic, I love Jehovah. Vic, I follow the truth. I'm like, I had to hear that so many years after I left the Watchtowers organization, where I didn't know how to respond. But thankful, after her telling me also that all our teachings are based on the Bible, which I had to hear her say that so many times, I realized after I joined my church in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was there for over a decade, I realized there were so many Bible scriptures that Jehovah's Witnesses are forbidden to follow. Why? Because it goes against what the governing body's organization teaches. And you're going to learn a lot in my story that Jehovah's Witnesses, true Jehovah's Witnesses, their first loyalty is not Jehovah. It's definitely not Jesus. It's not the Bible. Their first loyalty is their governing body. So if it's a scripture that they know that agrees with the governing body, they brush that aside and, oh yeah, we follow that scripture. But it's one of those scriptures where you're like, I have to do some research. Gotta see and go to jw.org website and see if it's okay that you can follow that scripture. That's not how that works, being a Christian. You stand up to the Bible. And like I said, and I know I mentioned it a minute ago, that very long text message after years of my mom repeating herself, telling me I follow the Bible, I follow the truth, I follow Jehovah, all her teachings based in the Bible, man, I ripped her up inside and out, and I just showed her scripture after scripture, and I got the exact quote, exact statement, what I said to her. So it's no longer I'm not just going to make a little summary. It's already in that story. This is actually in my epilogue at the very end, where long after I left the Watchtowers organization, I just ripped, and I know it sounds horrible, ripping her up, but really, somebody needs to stand up to the religion and realize you just follow the Bible if it agrees with the governing body. And the moment if you don't, you go against it, because your governing body is always first. Anyway, I know I'm venting, but I just want to let you all know, please, 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 when the story comes out, from what my editor told me today, that hopefully by the end of July, maybe the beginning of August, it will all be done. He already got my manuscript. He said he'll be contacting me tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we're going to go from there. So, once again, stay tuned. My story will be coming out soon. It will be on print. It will be on ebook. It will be on audio. I'm actually going to try even spend the money, if it costs extra, do it in another language. Because one of the ladies who I used to work for at First Transit, she's bilingual and she prefers Spanish over English. Though she does speak fluent English, but she prefers Spanish. I would love if I'm able to get that story translated in Spanish and she could read it in Spanish. So anyway, stay tuned and I'll keep you posted of the upcoming situation about my upcoming book. Remember, the title is The Best Life Ever.